Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Deltre. We're back with some more Fire Emblem 9, Path of Radiance Maniac mode. On the last part, we did Chapter 20, and Jill, oh man, she was having a rough day. Now, you could get on my case for having Jill take on her father when there was actually no reason that I did that, other than story, but I would say it's actually better that it's better to have her fight her dad, right? It's more poetic that way, and honestly, which is better if you're in Charm's position? Being taken out by some random dude you don't know, or having a one-on-one duel with your father? Not really one-on-one so much because, you know, Marcia, but the idea is there, and I think that should count for something. Speaking of Chapter 20, there were actually 3 other conversations that Jill could have had with random Wyvernite soldiers. I got that one where he was like, "Oh, Jill, I can't believe it's you." And she's like, ... But apparently there are 3 other variations of that, and it's not really known what it is that causes those conversations to happen or not happen. I guess it's probably linked to specific Wyvernites, but nobody really seems to know the answer to that. But I probably have thrown those up on the screen by this point. Let's give it a few seconds so that people can really digest the dialogue, and that should be enough. Let's go on to Chapter 21. For the remainder of this, I'm going to try to bust these out every day. Now, you got to keep in mind that it takes literally 24 hours from, like, the end of recording this to upload it because my internet is just that good. But I am going to try to be more consistent. We're rolling into the very end of this game here, so I would like to keep up the pace as much as possible. But I'm not going to be able to do that if I keep talking about me and life and not the game, so here we go. During the battle for Telrega, Ike and the rest of his company come to a bleak realization. Wherever the Crimean army marches, the land becomes a battlefield. The damage is immense. Warfare and floodwaters claim homes, crops, and hope. That's dark. Villagers seeking shelter and safety stumble blindly through the snow. To them, there is no doubt that the Crimeans are an invasion force. See, Soren, I told you we should have given out supplies. However, the Crimeans have their own homeland to save. Focused as they are on that overriding goal, they cannot stop even to help the innocent victims of war. The only way they can help the people of Daein is to keep marching. The faster they reach Daein's capital of Navasa and put an end to the war, the better for everyone. It's kind of bleak, so we're not very well liked. About what you would expect for an invading army, I suppose. I wonder, did they ever say anything about those people we helped in Telrega? You'd think at the very least they would think that we were alright, but maybe not. I don't know. I suppose technically the conflict wouldn't happen if we weren't invading, but that's neither here nor there. Daein Keep, probably Patrine? No, this guy. Kasatai. What, are you telling me that His Majesty has not yet returned? Yes, sir, we've sent many messengers, but we've yet to receive any sort of official response. The Crimean army is on our doorstep. What is His Highness thinking? If we want to protect the capital, we need a leader equal to one of the 4 riders. Just in case. I'm sure the king has considered this. I thought Ina was... Lady Ina, I don't understand how you're able to remain so calm. Are we fighting her now? Are we already at the capital? That doesn't seem right. Daein's soldiers are the most elite warriors on the continent. In addition, our numbers are far superior to the Crimeans. And yet they march on Navasa. This is the Daein capital. If there's any danger of it falling into enemy hands, we can let nothing stop us from protecting it. No offense, Lady Ina, but as a general, I do not feel you ready for such a vital command. Ooh. I think you are exactly right. Then, when this command was given to you, why did you not firmly refuse? Do you really think that wise, General? Would you refuse a direct order from the king? She raises a fair point. Let me tell you something that I've discovered. If we are unable to hold the capital, I do not believe the king will be all that upset. Ashner does not hold a strong attachment to the country of Daein. What are you talking about? Do you understand exactly what it is that you're saying? Yes. Ridiculous! There isn't a monarch in the world who would not be moved by the loss of his own country, unless he were some kind of massive dick. Such a preposterous notion is beyond comprehension. General Kasatai, do not avert your eyes from reality. Reality? What reality is that? All I see is your guesswork. Then tell me, why did the king suddenly order the invasion of Crimea? As sanctions for that nation choosing to ally itself with those evil and treacherous subhumans. Ooh, close, but no dice. On the surface, that would seem to be so. But doesn't that action strike you as odd? To apply sanctions properly, it would be necessary to speak with Begnion first. Begnion is the suzerain state, and Crimea answers to her. We needed Begnion's leave to make a formal declaration of war. Daein's disregard for that process made us a pariah in the eyes of our neighbors, and opened us to attacks from all sides. And yet, not only did the king not do this, but he chose to invade without warning. It was the worst possible strategy. Furthermore, once the king conquered Crimea through strength of arms, he seized the castle and set up residence. And now he uses it as a stepping stone for an invasion of Gallia. Which means the king's goal was never to apply sanctions or even to defeat Crimea. If Ashnard moves against Gallia, it's easy to envision Phoenicius, Kilvas, and Goldoa joining the conflict. And if that happens, Begnion would be forced to ally itself with Daein rather than side with the subhumans. Look where that leads us, a continent embroiled in war. Is that not the true desire of the king? If you consider it that way, your words do begin to make sense. Yet, to accomplish that, the citizens of Crimea would have to be sacrificed. That would be an act of madness! From our king, never! The Mad King Ashnard, who would have thought? It's not just a name, folks. Let's return to the topic at hand. The king has gained himself a new castle, and I believe he considers whatever land he occupies to be his kingdom. Daein and its people are already behind him. He need not look back. If the king wished to rule the world, he would want as much military strength as possible. To forsake even a portion of the strength he currently possesses willingly, why, it would be sheer folly. That doesn't really matter. What's important is that we recognize the chance which Daein has been given. We must stop the Crimeans here. If we do not show our king our value, we are doomed. Make no mistake about it. This is complete lunacy. We will receive no reinforcement. Yeah, come for the treasure. Oh, hi! How's it going? That's bad. We must hold nothing back. It is our only chance of survival. I cannot... Why is this? Be strong. The king has provided us in the capital with one final measure. We will use it to weather the storm. However, to use it, I need you, General Kasatai. I cannot say his name. It's making me sad. Your cooperation is imperative. If you want to win, you must trust me. Understood. In this time, let us cling to any hope we can find. General Lina, I place my trust in you. And is that trust misplaced? Let's find out today. So this is the Daein capital, huh? If we can just defeat King Ashnard, this war will almost be over. Or this war will be over. Ike, here you are. What is it, Nasir? Are you sure that you have opened... Oh my god. Are you sure that you have enough soldiers to lay siege to the capital? Your opponent is called Mad King Ashnard, after all. Who knows what sort of traps he has in store for you? He may indeed have something planned. Surely they've received reports of our advancement, yet it's so quiet. It looks like every able-bodied man has been conscripted into the army, while women and children have evacuated the area. Thank you, Soren. We're not invaders. We wouldn't lay a hand on the citizenry, but in fairness, why would they know that? Yeah, exactly. See, I should just shut up and let Soren speak. There's no way for them to know that. They do know what their army did to the people of Crimea, however. If they feel that they will be punished for that, I'm sure they decided to err on the side of caution. Makes sense, they were kind of jerks. What? What happened to the Crimean people? Surely only the soldiers were imprisoned or killed. Oh, so naive. You truly have no idea how to rule a nation. Do you know what happens to a country that loses a war? Everything is destroyed. Homes, land, crops, everything. And the citizens, they're not even treated as human. Crimeans, especially those near the capital where Daein's presence is the strongest, are treated worse than Lagos.
Why would they? That's horrible.
The people understand this, which is why they pay for protection in the form of taxes. For the royals and nobles who are charged with protecting the people, there is no greater sin than to be defeated in war. It is the ultimate betrayal of the people's trust.
By the goddess, I am a fool.
Soren, enough. I don't really see where he went that far this time, honestly. He's just laying it out like it is. Which I guess is his whole shtick to begin with, but... that... not too high in the Soren dickishness scale, honestly.
Princess, be that as it may, the majority of the people want to see the royal family restored to power. They believe that you will help them reclaim their old lives and restore peace.
Now it's time for us to throw down Ashnard and drive his army from Crimean soil. Yeah, Ashnard, let's throw down. You're the only one who can do that. Do you understand?
Yes, I do. I will save the people of Crimea. This I swear.
We'll see how that goes, I guess. As I've said before, I won't be turned away. If there are traps, we just fight our way through. This war ends here.
Yes, I'm with you all the way.
I hope it goes as planned. I'll do my best to make it so. What do you think, Nasir?
Oh, you know. Don't mind me.
I'd like to report the results of our last battle. Not too eventful of a fight, honestly. There were no deaths and no injuries beyond our capabilities to heal. Everybody doodly boop boppy skiddly bow. I really wish they would have mixed that up a little bit. Like one time Sword could come out and be like, Ike, we're fucked. He'd be like, really? And be like, nah, just kidding, you're fine. Let's see. Supports? Question mark? Don't really have any more of these that I can unlock, it would seem. Yeah, nothing for supports, really. Shinon and Rolf, I take it? Yeah. I could do Shinon and Rolf. I might do that eventually. Refugee. Lego.
General, thank you. The people of Talrega were the enemy, yet you treated them with kindness. I don't know how to thank you.
Oh, the provisions? It wasn't enough, but I wanted to do what I could. It's nothing for you to worry about, though.
General Ike.
My lady, is that you? Lady Vizard. This could be a man or a woman or a child, who really knows, huh?
Oh, it is you, Lord Jehoram's lovely daughter. Thank heavens you're still alive. You're from Talrega. That's right. I'm Sophie, from the village of Luma. I can't live there anymore, so I brought my two sisters here to the capital. After that battle, I was sure that you'd been claimed by the Dark Angel, just like Lord Jehoram, but here you are. That's a hell of a name. The Dark Angel. Is this your bodyguard? Oh, so strong. Ooh.
Every lady likes, I don't know what it is. It's just, well, I do know what it is, but come on, this is like boy Ike. This ain't even man Ike.
You watch out for Milady, you hear? She's Lord Jehoram's precious little girl. You keep an eye on her and don't let those nasty Crimeans get near her. Filthy, dirty Crimeans. Actually, Please listen to me, milady. We understand all about those floodgates. Lord Jehoram would have never done such a thing if he had any other choice. We know it was those Crimeans that did it.
This is kind of awkward, isn't it?
Why, when he wasn't on duty, Lord Jehoram and his men used to help us with the plowing and the planting. And once when my sister got sick, he loaded her up into his own wyvern and brought her to the capital to see a doctor. He's the only one who ever cared about us country folk. He opened his heart to each and every one of us.
Now, I do like this, because they kind of... I don't want to say that they really failed to establish Jehoram, because they really didn't. They set him up as a good enough guy. They set him up as, not necessarily the Camus, but, the general who's just kind of on the wrong side of the war. But I like that even now, after he's been defeated, we're still getting more backstory on him and still kind of building him up as this ideal general, for lack of a better word, or this, good person, despite fighting for the wrong side. It's neat. I'm glad we didn't just kind of gloss over that,
He was a good man. Those dirty Crimeans are to blame. If they'd never come to Daein, that battle wouldn't have happened, and Lord Jehoram would still be with us. Sister, I'm hungry. You're gonna be alright. I'll find you something to eat in a little while. Just be patient. That soldier over there gave me this. Can I eat it? Don't be stupid. Throw that away right now. We'll starve to death before we take charity from Crimean killers. Milady, the army is nearby. Run. You must escape and survive. We're gonna live. Even if we have to eat mud and weeds, we'll do it. And one day we'll have our revenge on those bloodthirsty Crimeans. If I can't do it, my children will. And if they can't, then my grandchildren will. We'll get them someday, I swear it. I have to go. Promise me, milady. You must go on for Lord Jehoram's sake. You mustn't get yourself killed. Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't be. That's pretty heavy, though, I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm laughing, that's because I can't take anything serious, but that's actually... It's pretty heavy. Good characterization. Good characterization. Miss.
Ike.
Are you alright?
We've come a long way, haven't we? Do you think we can beat King Ashnard?
Of course we can. We have to. If we lose, Crimea may never be rebuilt.
What are we gonna do, brother? I'm frightened. The medallion was my protection. Now that it's gone, my confidence has vanished.
Missed.
For as long as I can remember, I would talk to the medallion like I was talking to Mother. After Father died, I felt like I was talking to them both. Where could it have gone?
We'll find it. And even though it's gone, Father and Mother are looking down on us and protecting us.
You're right, I'm sorry. Father and Mother are in my heart, and I've got you and everyone else at my side. So even without the medallion, I'm alright. Everything's gonna turn out fine. I know it.
That's the spirit.
Ike, Mist, if you're gonna chat, why not go inside? Even if the snows are beginning to melt, it's still cold out there. Yeah, where could that medallion be? Gosh, guys, I'm just so I have no idea where it could have went. It just seems like it just sprouted legs, walked off on its own. Funny that, huh? Yep, sure is strange. Oh, hi, Nasir.
You're right, I do feel a bit cold. Should we go back to the tent?
Yep, just go back into the tent and forget about what you were talking about. Let's go, Ike. You too, Nasir. Forgive me. Nasir, what's wrong? Hurry up.
Oh, of course. That was close. Maybe next time wait until they're out of earshot to postulate to yourself. Is that everything? I guess I have some bonus experience. Marcia, right? No. Could I get him there? I don't think I can actually promote Braum, even if I dumped the remaining experience into him. Same for Boyd. I don't. Maybe Boyd could. Boyd's a little bit closer. Oh man, that would be the way to go, wouldn't it? But what about Kieran? I haven't had a good chance to use him, and he's... I guarantee he's still usable. I guarantee Kieran is still usable. Nephany, on the other hand, might be nearing the end of her days, I'm not gonna lie. She had a good mid-game. She had a great mid-game, in fact. Well, I need to think about that. How about this? 1 to Braum. We'll do 1 to Braum right now. Hopefully a good one with, like, strength and speed, potentially. Strength, speed. Hey, there you go. Perfect level up. Perfect level up. I don't think I can promote him. No, I can't. So we'll go 1 to Boyd. Let's give him a ban. Let's give him a ban first. Which one though? What's he weak on right now? His speed is a little bit lacking, so I guess we can go with like the archer band. Where's my archer band? Did I sell the archer band? Well, the thief band does the same thing, so let's go with that. We'll also get 1 to Oscar, I think, afterwards. So I want to give him the Night Ward. There we go. No! Award. Alrighty, Boyd, let's go. Boyd has turned his case around, I think, pretty significantly. Yeah, look at that. He's definitely turned his case around. If I get 1 more level up on him, he's going to be promoted, and that's going to be awesome. And he also hit max strength, which is pretty cool. So he's got max HP, max strength, and a decent amount of speed, finally. I knew those speed level ups would kick in eventually, but like, man, he really waited until the last minute, didn't he? Dude had like 11 strength until level 15. Speed luck, meh. Pretty bad, Oscar, pretty bad. You don't want to get shown up by Boyd now, do you? Jeez. What a crazy world we'd be living in where Boyd can be better than Oscar. No, Titania, you can go ahead and hold on to that Shade manual. Seems like you and Shade have a pretty good relationship. Pretty much has to be another spear, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and make it blue. Shout out Sheeta. And give it to Marcia. So we have our wind spear now. That should get me through at least another chapter. The big thing I'm noticing is I almost have to use the forges, like, exclusively. So getting enough forges so that everybody can really contribute with a lot of damage is a little bit of an issue, not gonna lie. It's nothing too crazy, but it's something I've kind of noticed. I guess Killer Axe for Titania, she doesn't need the shine. Nobody needs shine, really. Light magic is so bad in this game. I have about 1 billion hand axes, but probably don't need those. Let's buy a few more steel axes. Can't really think of anything else that I really need to do here. So I'm just gonna save, and I think we're gonna go on. Yeah. Sounds good to me. Wow, 31 hours. Crazy. General Ike, sir, the castle gates are open. That's not good. What are they planning?
It must be a trap.
This is unexpected. Making us lay siege would be far and away to their advantage. I have no idea what they're playing at.
Even so, we will not back down, right, Ike?
Right. If we can't tell what they're planning, it matters not how we proceed. Let's just fight as we go. So Ike-like. That's just such an Ike plan, dude. Move out. Keep your guard up, everyone. Fuck it. Caution to the wind, then. Let's go. Oh. Seeing some sword masters, lots of warriors, lots of halberdiers, looks like a bishop. We're fighting Ina. Enemy troops have entered the castle. They're moving out, ready? Such recklessness. Don't they suspect a trap? I can't believe they've fallen for it.
Crimea follows a general named Ike. Perhaps he follows no procedure. Perhaps he relies solely on instinct. Perhaps he's just dumb.
I don't know if he's brave or merely reckless. It's unbelievable.
Regardless, we continue his plan. Close the gate and seal off the escape route. Their contest will be decided here.
Now then, it's time for the final measure you spoke of earlier. Will you show us what His Majesty left for us? What could possibly allow us to destroy an army in one fell swoop, provided we can hurt them here?
General Kasatai, no matter what I show you, do not be shocked. You must continue to trust me without question.
I swear it. On my name as a loyal knight of Daein, I will not betray you, General Ina.
Thank you.
What could it be? It's a dragon! Holy shit. Okay. General Ina, you're...
Ah! General Kasa... I can't say his name, it's really messing up my flow. General Kasatai, have you forgotten your vow? No matter what happens, we will protect the capital, yes?
Yes, of course, I understand. This is His Majesty's... why he left you here.
Yes.
We will win this battle. A legendary dragon of Goldoa is on our side. It is a powerful omen. Daein cannot lose. The Daein army is indestructible. We will crush the dogs of Crimea and use their skulls as goblets. Damn. Whoa. Roll it back there, Kasatai. Glory to Daein! Victory to Daein! Woo! Getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but I can respect it. I can respect your moxie. Sir, the gates have just closed behind us. Look out. How did they do that, by the way? Never really thought about that, but... oh my god, this guy. We're trapped in the castle. Run! Run! Attack. We're under attack. They're gonna kill us all. Bitches. Stop, all of you. Get a hold of yourselves. You must not panic. No one is attacked. Ike. Titania, where's Princess Alicia? She's fine. She's with the supply convoy. They're all under very close guard. Soren, is this the enemy trap? Gee, I don't know, Ike. It could be. Who knows, really? If so, to what end? No need for sarcasm, Soren. Well, the goal obviously isn't to divide our troops and reduce our fighting strength. We're all packed in here together. Whatever they're planning, it appears that they want us all to experience it at the same time. Daein must have something which they believe gives them an insurmountable advantage. Some kind of ultimate weapon. So they're absolutely sure they'll win, is that it? King Ashnard of Daein, you'll regret underestimating us. No matter what, we must be cautious. We can spare no efforts to protect the princess. We should put together an elite team and head for the throne room. You heard him, Titania. Choose the members of this team with care. Everything will rest on their shoulders. Understood. Please. This is looking like a Chapter 8 Fire Emblem 6 scenario. Ugh. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's think this through. Who are we gonna bring? I had to bring Volk, for one. Makalov, sit your ass down, kid. Kieran, I kind of want to bring him just for the sake of I haven't brought him in a while, but can he contribute? Does he get doubled? If he doesn't get doubled, he's still good. Oh yeah, he's still fine. He can do things. Oh yeah, this looks like a pain in my ass. And then there's this guy. Oh, there's another occult scroll. What am I doing? I didn't realize he had one. No, why didn't I give Ike? No! Everything is falling apart. So my Grandmaster plan in order to beat the game. Kind of... Ooh. What a waste. Well, we'll see how that goes. Lots of powerful warriors. There's Kasatai. Why is he so weak? He doesn't even drop his Brave Lance? How rude. How very rude. I could have used that. Oh, hello. Sleep Staff? Okay, so they're busting out the status tabs. And that guy has a considerable amount of magic as well. So he's got some good range here. Does staff range show up? No, it does not. That would be just a little bit too easy. Well, why include features that were in the Game Boy Advance game? I agree. Elf Thunder. So the big problem I'm seeing is that there are siege tomes. Well, there is a siege tome. But he's not really easily accessible, and he can snipe me as I'm coming around this corner. So that kind of sucks. Unfortunately, not bringing Race in, so I can't do any shenaniganry there. That kind of blows. Lots of powerful dudes. We're seeing nothing but promotes at this point. No unpromoted enemies on this map. None whatsoever. Alright, I think we should be good, tentatively. I have a basic idea for what I want to do. So there were actually more sleep staff users than I had realized. This guy has sleep staff. This guy has sleep staff. And one of these guys, this guy right here also has a sleep staff. So that's really annoying. So in order to prevent my best characters from going to sleep, I have Pure Waters on them. And hopefully I will be able to simply dodge the incoming sleep staffs that way. I'm not actually sure if sleep scales with your resistance in this game or not. But here's the open, essentially. If it doesn't, well, that kind of sucks. Not too much I can do about it at this point. I'm kind of locked in, I'll be honest. I think I want to move. Well, I kind of thought about this, and I think this should work. I want to have Boyd equip him with a short axe. I can shove Khalil, let's do that. Because I want her close, because I'm going to start using some of those siege tomes. We're going to move Jill forward. We're going to drop off Boyd and sort of form a wall. Again, I want to have a 2-range weapon equipped because all of these guys, excuse me, not all of them, but a lot of them have 1 to 2 range. Titania's just going to run forward because she's unkillable, and I want to make sure I use Pure Water with her as well because she's going to need to survive on her own for a little while, essentially. I'm not actually all that worried about the meteor, although not taking that extra damage is going to be nice as well. Again, mainly the reason that I want those pure water resistance points is so that I don't get smacked around by sleep staffs. Because Miss can only really move so far, you know, she can't really keep up all that well, to be honest. I guess I can ward on Braum, because if I don't, he's gonna take literally 30 damage from the meteor. So just in the off chance that he ends up getting hit, we might as well barrier him up. Yeah, I can't really get as close as I would like with Khalil. I could attack one of these guys. I don't think I should, though. I should be able to get through them without having to do that. Volk can just kind of move in. Similarly, I can move in. Yeah, the rest of my guys are just moving in, really. How do I want to deal with Mist? I guess we can do one of these. I want her close, but I also want to be able to use her if necessary. So I don't want to have her end turn being carried. Are my animations on? Please tell me they're not. They're not. Okay, good. Good, good, good. That should be fine for now. I'm kind of going to have Titania go up the right-hand side and then back her up with some of my sword users, because we already saw there's a bunch of axemen over on that side. This guy's going to go after Marcia. Don't know why. Couldn't tell you why. Oh, I forgot to give her a javelin. That's unfortunate. That's going to come back to bite me in the ass. We're going to get a level up for doing absolutely nothing, though, and that's pretty nice. Strength, strength, strength. Skill, luck. Ugh. There's really not too much more that she can get, though, so honestly, how much can I really complain? Boyd? No crit. Would have really liked to see a crit. But it wasn't that likely, let's be honest. This guy's going to die. He's very dead. And I should be able to kill those other 2 halberdiers as well, which leaves me with a whopping 3 to take on with my non-Marcia, non-Titania units. That's not too bad. Oh, we got a little bit lucky there with an adept. I swear, these guys are just on the verge of being one-hit KO'd by Marcia, but sometimes they just spawn a little bit too bulky. Which is, it's annoying to say the very least. It's definitely not preferable. So the Swordmasters do actually move. It doesn't look like the Warriors do, though. Now, can I get Khalil to hit the General? No, I can't. That's fine, though. That might honestly be preferable. Because that means I can take out this guy with Khalil. She is so very good. She's so very good. I can't believe she's this good. Is that a crit? I don't think it was. Ah, she's like a freebie, man. With Boyd. I couldn't think of his name for a second there. I can attempt to take that guy out, but if he does happen to get hit by this meteor, he has all of 1 resistance. Yeah, he has all of one resistance. Marcia didn't actually get hit there. Well, she got hit once, but I mean, she didn't get any meaningful damage on her. I think I'm going to attack this guy with Jill, and then Titania can finish the job pretty easily. That should do just fine. Yeah, I'm going to take... I'll trade the hand axe for the steel lance, I suppose. I just don't want to miss. Pretty basic stuff. And that should put me in a pretty good spot on the right-hand side. Can't see myself having too much trouble over there. We want them to attack Titania over Jill, just because Jill is a bit frailer, and Titania does more damage. Although that Swordmaster's probably not really worth talking about regardless. Let's see. How much would he have done, just out of curiosity? 21? Oh, no, no, no. Jill would have taken a whopping 8 damage if that had went south. Oh, no. Move in with our boy. I'll just shove Ike, just because I guess he may as well head up this side just to help deal with those Axemen. And hopefully between... Okay, I just wanted to check and make sure that I could heal Boyd, so I'm actually going to go for this shot with Boyd. Hopefully I crit. No, why would I? That's fine. I mean, not really. It might actually get me killed. Come to think of it. That would be unfortunate. I really don't want to have to restart this one, man. I should be okay in theory. I'll move there with Marcia. Okay, no, I double him. We're fine. We're fine. So Oscar can finish this guy. Excuse me. And Oscar gets the crit of all things. Wouldn't have expected that, huh? This guy has only 6 movement. Do I even want to send Oscar this way? I kind of think that I should. I think that I should. Although that's going to make Ike a little bit worse for wear. We should be okay in the long run. Zahark's going to... Yeah, Zahark will also back up on the right-hand side. Gotta heal up Boyd, because if I don't, he actually will die from that amount of HP. Is there any way I can get Mist a little bit closer? I don't know which side she should really go on. I do know that Marcia should be basically immune with 23 resistance. I should have given Titania the Night Ward to kind of immunize her from these guys as well. But right now she has more than enough resistance, I hope. I'm just kind of talking out of my ass, I'll be honest, but I think she should be fine. Now, there's not really any way I can get Mist that much closer. I could shove her, I guess. Yeah, I'll shove her. Not really sure which way she's going just yet, but that'll guarantee that I can heal up if necessary, and it can also let me get Kieran as close to the front as he can possibly be. Now this guy's going to continue to annoy me, which is great. I'm going to kill the first Sleep Staff guy now, and then I will send Marcia back to the south so that she can pick off the Meteor guy. That's the plan. Oh. Oh! There we go, baby. So I don't even need to use Khalil for that, which is great. These next 2 guys are going to annoy me greatly. However, it doesn't really matter too much. Obviously, I couldn't have retaliated on them no matter what I did. They have longbows, so they will always be out of my range. Much to my dismay. This guy's just going to get bopped. It doesn't really matter what he does. He's going to attack Titania, and as you can see, it's basically irrelevant. Hit points, strength, skill, speed, defense. She's so good. Surprisingly, we don't see a Sleep Staff come out here. I guess they just don't figure it's worth it. This guy could have definitely made an attempt on Marcia, and I think this guy could have as well if he decided to move, but he did not, which is ultimately better for me. I'm going to use the spear. Yeah, I'm just going to use the regular old javelin because I can take out some of these sages as well. This guy is literally not capable of touching me at all, and that's going to make life a lot easier as I move up the right-hand side. I'm going to move Marcia back this way. We want to just be in range of this guy. It doesn't really matter where I put her. Now, let's see. If I move forward, I would imagine this guy's going to run out and try to sleep me. If I move forward with Oscar, that is. So that's something I should be a little bit afraid of. Ike is pretty much good to go here. It's a little bit risky. By the way, do enemies start having skills in this game? I never really checked that. I probably should. Doesn't look like the generics do. What about the boss? What about Kasata? Oh, hello, Wrath. I'm glad I checked that because that could be scary. Or it could be if I wasn't pretty much positive Kilo could double in one round him. I'm pretty sure she can do that without even getting close. Oh, not quite, not quite. Oh, why didn't I bring the bolting? The bolting's a little bit lighter. I could have gotten away with some serious bullshit right then. But alas. Now see, here's my bigger fear. If I do this... No, I'm not in range. I don't believe that I'm in range of that other sleep staff guy. I don't want to put Ike in range because if he goes to sleep, then all of a sudden this becomes a lot less reliable. Titania should be good to go with her killer axe, and eventually I will be able to cut through all these guys. He had a bow. Ah. Crit? No crit. Well, in that case, that just seems like a kill to Jill for me. Oh, that's a ballsy move. That's a hella ballsy move. Do I do it? There's absolutely no reason that I should do that. But every part of me wants to. What I'll do instead is I'll just open this door. And get to work with Stefan. Gosh, these guys are a lot more accurate than I would like. 46 is pretty accurate, actually. Well, if I do this and I miss, I can still run away, so I guess we're fine. I wonder why they're so evasive. I suppose the javelin has never been a particularly accurate weapon, but for warriors, that seems... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But for the rest of these guys, they have almost no chance of touching Ike, so we should be good to go. And as long as I'm out of this guy's range on the right-hand side, I can't really be in too much danger. I guess I might as well start cutting these guys down with Stefan. I don't think they had 2 range, did they? Steel axe. No, so we're fine. Stefan can come in here. And even if he gets popped, I still haven't used Mist's turn. He's just gonna go ahead and Astra anyways. One more Astra? Do I even need to? I think I just kill him. Oh, yes I do. Nice! Nice. Astra actually coming in handy for once. Although, there goes most of my steel sword. So, there's some trade-off, obviously. I don't think I really want to press forward with Oscar, but now I sort of have to. Oops. That being the case... Gotta heal up Boyd. Back to... Can I heal him to full? I don't think I can. As long as I can heal him above 30, though, that's what matters. Oh, I can heal him to full. So there you go. I do that, and then I will give Oscar the pure water. And then he can block this bridge so that Jill isn't about to get sniped. Yeah, that seems good to me. And with the meteor out of play, I'm going to allow less danger overall. Khalil's going to head up this side. She definitely makes better use on this side. I probably should smack one of these soldiers here, one of these snipers, because I don't really deal too well with them. All things considered, they're very hard to double. Relatively tanky, although they don't have a lot of hit points. I'll go after this guy. Although ultimately I don't think that it matters which one I attack. Yeah, we should be good. Did I even use the pure water on Oscar? I don't think I did I? If I didn't, then... Okay, no, I did. Oh, thank God. I actually didn't think I did for a second there. Not gonna lie. Now, on this side, I can't actually get that with Zeharik, unfortunately. And honestly, using Braum to round off this side would be suicide given the hammer, so let's not do that. On the other hand, I suppose it doesn't matter too much. He's not getting doubled. So, in the off chance Braum is the one that gets attacked by this meteor, I can heal it off pretty easily. Same with Kieran, although... yeah, I really don't lose anything, because they have such... I wouldn't say low attack speed, but they have low enough attack speed. So we should be good. Here comes the sleep staff. This should really not hit me. If it does, I'm in a horrible spot, but it shouldn't because of the pure water that I'd used. Yeah, he's gonna go after Boyd again, but that's okay. He doesn't even hit, which is even better. It's obviously pretty risky setting off Marcia on her own like this, but the chances of her actually getting afflicted with sleep is not that high. And even if she did, she's not actually in any danger of death either way. It's just annoying. It's just annoying if she gets caught off on her own like that. Worst case scenario, if I really wanted to, I could proceed to fly Jill out there, but it won't really be necessary, I should think. Here comes another Siege Tome. Another one. Another one. But that's fine. That's totally fine. Give it your best shot, kid. Ooh, 6 damage. About 5 more of those and we're in some trouble, boys. Alright, Stefan. Alright, Stefan. Here's where I messed up, though. Maybe I can kill that guy with Zihart. That might be a better way to go. Oh, good. We actually managed to make him retreat. That's actually preferable. That's actually preferable. I don't have too many ways of dealing with those snipers again. And as is, they're just kind of clogging the path. So that works out great. Ike, of course, is going to tank with his face. And we're not even in Wrath range, so that doesn't really benefit me at all. There's S-Rank swords. Nice. So now if I so choose, I can... oh! Sorry, that hurt a lot more than I thought it would. Now if I choose, I can have Ike use the Vegkati, but I shouldn't need to do that. It's really just clean up for the rest of these guys. Kind of wishing that I had a better approach here, but I'm going to just have to use the Silver Blade to finish this guy off. That might be a level for Stefan. Not even close. Whatever, we can start hitting the chests. And in door number 1, we get a Stiletto, which is essentially a killer knife. No, it's not. I thought they had more crit for some reason. Either way, it's the strongest knife, as you can see there, and it has a whopping 8 might to its name, so we can maybe get something done every once in a blue moon, but I wouldn't count on it. Now. My problem with this is that if I fail to kill, that would be pretty atrocious. I do want to kill... In fact, I definitely want to kill this meteor guy. Which I can do. I'm just a little bit concerned that... yeah, it is a little bit problematic, I won't lie. I won't lie. If she gets put to sleep on this next turn, that sucks. Because I would prefer her not to be out of the fight, but if she does go down, there's really nothing I can do about it. She shouldn't, though. In theory. I also want to watch guys because they have... essentially, I don't know how Siege Tomes interact with walls. It's not like they don't count, because they very clearly do. Otherwise, he could attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but he can't. But you can shoot through walls. To some extent. Like, it doesn't actually make any sense how it works. It's very, very unclear. But essentially, I just want to make sure that I don't get bopped by a Siege Tome at an inopportune moment. Now, he didn't do 20, right? He dealt 16? Correct. So is there any stronger axe that I have? No, there is not. I could... give over my Forge to Oscar here, but he does no damage. He actually doesn't do any damage at all. Only 10 damage. Now, I want to send Titania up the right-hand side still, but it seems to me that reinforcements could very easily spawn from here. And if she got surrounded by enough reinforcements in combination with getting slept, she might actually die. Which would be crazy first time for everything, right? But I don't really want to go down that road. I would much rather not have to deal with that, truth be told, but I don't really see an alternative at this point. I've kind of committed myself to going this way. Doubling back just seems so much less effective. And that just seems like a trigger zone, doesn't it? Like, oh, cross this bridge and prepare your butthole because reinforcements are about to spawn. That just seems like what's going to happen. Just call it Fire Emblem tuition, I guess, but I've already made that choice, so we're kind of locked in. Zahar can kill this guy pretty easily. Yeah. I'm also a little bit wary of sending Zahar up this side for the same reasons. But he should last long enough, I think. I'm going to use the Cypher just because it's 99% accurate. There's Wrath. Of course, we don't actually get a crit. Come on, Ike. Jeez Louise. I guess I should just pick him up, though, with Jill. Seems like that would be the way to go. Meteor deals a solid 20, actually, so... Sorry about that. So I guess my best bet would be to Meteor this guy into Killer Axe from Boyd, which should get the job done. Yes. I don't... Hold on. Yeah, El Thunder wouldn't have gotten the job done, so I had to do that, unfortunately. But I still have a bolting as well, so we're not exactly hurting for these Siege Tome uses just yet. And from there, Boyd can easily finish him off. Now, we can pick up Ike. Where can Miss move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I can move Jill there. Can this guy attack Boyd? He actually can, so I may want to leave Boyd there. Because he actually deals better with this Halberdier than Oscar would. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm just going to do that, in fact. I was going to take a weapon from Jill and then have Oscar draw in this Halberdier, but I don't see where that's necessary. Also, this Longbowman is running away currently, which should also, much to my benefit, it should also prevent this Bishop from using Sleep on me for this turn. So that kind of worked out a little bit better. I would love to say that I was planning that all along, but I was not. That's just one of those happy coincidences. Now, provided I stay out of range of this guy, we should be good to go. Yes, I will move up there because I don't want to be completely blocked in. Why can I not drop? Hello? What? Kieran can't rescue Ike? Or is it because... Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. It's because... Dang it. It's because they're on different elevation. That's just one of those things you rarely think about, especially in Fire Emblem, but I guess that's... That sucks. Quite frankly, that sucks. Is there anything else I really need to do? I guess I can heal Marcia. Can I heal Marcia? I can't. See, that goes back to how I don't really understand how walls interact with spells in this game. There's got to be some sort of, like, fixed penalty that I'm not aware of. So, because I completely messed that up, I guess I can just move in slightly with the rest of my units. I guess, yeah. That's how it's gonna be. She's gonna sleep. Miss? No! That's actually terrible. Hello, worst case scenario. My name is Deltray. How are you? Gosh, darn it. See, that's why I really wish there was some kind of staff range feature or something. Not to harp on the point too much, but if I had known what his staff range was, I would have made sure that somebody other than Mist was in range. I thought that Kieran was in range, which would have made him the preferred target for having much less resistance. I guess that probably doesn't really matter too much on lower difficulties, but a feature like that would be fantastic for Maniac mode. Where a little thing like that could really make or break the chapter, because now I'm out of my healer for the next 4 turns. Although I do have... Oh my gosh, I do have Titania, clearly. But no, I was going to say, I do have an elixir on Marcia. So to some extent, I should be able to keep up on my healing. But it's obviously worse than it should otherwise be. Okay, Titania, I understand. We get it. Okay, we get it. You are the greatest to ever do it. And Oscar might just be the worst to ever do it. Remember how I said I was going to make sure that Oscar wasn't going to get attacked? Yeah, I lied. Oh, we're doing this? We're really doing this. Honestly, huh? Well. Man, that sucks. 4 more sleep turns. This is a channel, so I can... Yeah, I'll be able to cut off the north more easily than I can cut off the south. Let me take a quick second to see which one is closer. I want to say the south. The south looks closer, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that one's 19 tiles away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so he's definitely going to go for the southeast one, which means I have to distract him with Marcia, essentially. Which is fine, I can do that, but I'd prefer not to. I'd much prefer to not do that. And I can't just send her charging in. And I can't just send Marcia charging in either. That wouldn't work. I can, however, send Titania charging in. To absolutely no penalty. This guy does have Wrath. However, very little times 3 is still very little, so I'm not really that afraid. For us, there is no tomorrow. We cannot be beaten, nor can we withdraw. We must defeat the Crimean army and bring His Majesty back to us. Is that right? Any bets on a one-shot? Hey! Goodbye, my friend. I cannot stop your march, but we are not yet defeated. General Ina, protect the capital. And down he goes. So there's some easy experience for Titania. Hopefully by being in range of this guy, he will instead opt to attack me rather than using his sleep staff. I don't know if that's actually how it works or if that's just wishful thinking. Ooh, wait. How much? He has 3 resistance. Oh, hell no. Hell no. I was going to say maybe I can just smite him with Khalil before he even gets close. But I don't think I can do that. Don't think I can do that. If I would have left Khalil down here, oh, that would have been a strategy, actually. Like, if you had 2 Siege Tome users, leave 1 down here, and then as he comes for the treasure, you can just snipe him through the wall. Oh, that might just be the way to do it. But it's too late for that now, obviously. So we're going to grab this, and we get a parody. I don't remember what parody does off the top of my head. I guess I'll have to edit that in. Yeah, I don't remember what parody does. I guess... See, I'm still sketched to send Zahark this way. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it against my better judgment. Because you know that reinforcements are coming out of this, like, area. Any given moment now. I guess I can go for the crit. Might as well. So much worse than Titania. So average. No need to meteor. Although I can kill the general. Or at least severely cripple him. But I think I'll just roll with this. Khalil doesn't really fear the longbowman too much. But she does fear the general. She absolutely feels the general. She's going to stay right there, in fact. This guy should not double void? No. No, he does not. And I guess we give this to Oscar for lack of a better, more appropriate target. Yeah, this is my most accurate solution, so let's do that. Can't believe Mist got slept. That is so lame. I'm actually a little bit upset about that, because that wouldn't have happened with... I know, I said I wouldn't harp on it, so I won't. We're going to slowly but surely move her forward just a wee bit. We also have to keep Ike the hell out of range of really everybody. At least for the time being. Marcia not quite able to get a kill here. Yeah, I really... Oh, well, there's nothing I can do. There's legit nothing I can do. Maybe if I put Marcia in front of this door, which I cannot do because she will draw Chironio, which we can't do. I was going to say I could put her in front of the door, and then it would encourage the thief to go north instead. Which, in fact, if I can break down the door... But it has 80 HP. No, I don't think that would work. I'm reading that correctly, right? Yeah, it has 80 HP. They all have 80 HP, so I can't do that. I just have to wait for him, essentially. And that blows. Boy, does that blow. Yeah, that sucks. Should have picked up Ike, honestly. Out of curiosity, Chironio has a crap ton of health and crap ton of defense. Yeah, I didn't play this correctly. What I could have done was rescue Ike. No, he's still gonna sleep me. Well, I can survive without Boyd. I can survive without Boyd. And him doing that is actually preferable than having him attempt to sleep Marcia, so that's fine, whatever. I guess she's just gonna hang out and waste siege tomes, which is, you know, it is whatever. Like, it's whatever, really, you know what I mean? This is whatever. Yeah, he's gonna attack Khalil, but not really do too much for his troubles. Oh my gosh! That's like 5 in a row. I'm not even playing. Can we see 6? Hey! Titania's so good. Yeah, come for the treasure. Oh, hi! How's it going? That's bad. That's really not good. They all have 1 to 2 range. Fantastic. Sigh. 99 accuracy. Something tells me that Stefan will let me down. Just a feeling I got. Just a feeling I got. But I can get Volk out of range, so I guess we should. Oh, it's also effective against armor, apparently. So that's pretty neat. I guess it would have to be, considering that Volk, not the strongest guy. He's actually not all that weak with 16 strength. I definitely have weaker characters, but you could do better. Let's just say it that way. You could do better. Now, I suppose the Vague Kadi, because if I get hit, I'll take slightly less damage. How long you got, miss? 3 more turns. Okay, we're doing it, I guess. See, I almost want to keep using the Killer Axe because this has been insane. No, I'll use the Steal It. There's really no point in doing that because I'm still not dealing any significant damage to the general, so I'll just take him out the old-fashioned way. Yeah, this seems to be like a better move, I think. More economical and all that. Huh. Kind of wishing I had some kind of forged axe right about now. Yeah, most certainly. So I do want to stay as far away as this guy as I possibly can. I'm just going to move down here to the corner and hide. Hopefully that way I will be out of range of sleep and he will not be aggressive towards me. If he does decide to be aggressive towards me, well, that really sucks, and I just need to dodge in that case. In fact, I'm so concerned about it that I'm going to both move down here as well as use another Pure Water. Or I could not move down there and just use the Pure Water. Ooh. Because that would burn his Sleep Staff. Oh, while I'm on the subject of that, another thing I kind of don't agree with, why is there no accuracy rating on this thing? You know? And Sleep Staff doesn't have an animation. Even if it did, in-battle animations don't tell you accuracy and stuff, so it's kind of like, how am I supposed to know how likely this is? I assume I assume, based on my knowledge of other Fire Emblem games, that this is a fairly reliable thing that I'm doing here. But I actually don't have any way of knowing that. I could be getting lucky, you know, these could be like 99% shots that I'm dodging here, and I would have absolutely no way of knowing that. Which is a little bit annoying. Damn. One day, there's gotta be somebody I can kill with my knife. Oh my gosh, we're doing this. Boyd doesn't die, so whatever. Thanks to the Night Ring, I can stay out of range of this general still. Is this acceptable? How much does Jill take, I wonder? Probably not a whole lot. No, she only takes 9, and then that would be followed up by 35 attack, hello. So it would be followed up by 19, which still doesn't kill her, though. And I really would like this guy to just drop dead, you know? So I think we start on that. Yeah, this should be just fine. This should be just fine. And Oscar should not die. Should have checked this earlier, but let's do this real quick. So he has 17. So he in fact takes even less than Jill, so we're fine. Yeah, I'm not really too keen on these siege tomes, I'll be honest. So that's where the general can move. So I'll move in Kieran to get that support. Also, you know, I really do swear that I had a hammer somewhere, but I'm not sure where I put it. Not sure where I put it at all. Guess we can move in Ike. And I most certainly should have brought some sort of armor-slaying weaponry. That's definitely on me. Definitely on me. Titania, no! Not my Titania, no! So now I need to move with some gusto here because I don't really want her to die. That'd be kinda bad. Oh, she's most certainly gonna die, isn't she? I didn't think he could hit Titania. Yeah, I didn't think Titania could be slept there. Although if everything was gonna hit, I guess it doesn't matter either way. Huh. Well, that obviously can't stand.